anything that is digital, which is like just someone at a computer doing something, AI is going to take over those jobs like lightning.
This was the most bone-chilling thing I could have seen last night. I think it was like 3 a.m. I was watching this video. I was like, damn, I'm cooked. I mean, I was literally at my desk right here doing Zapier notifications. I saw this. I was like, damn. Like, that is not something anyone wants to see. Because it's like you always hear that AI is taking jobs and whatever, but like when you hear it from Elon, it really hits hard because this guy knows what's up. And the type of person I am, I just like took it as face value and immediately went to my logistical side and started looking up, is this true? Like, am I cooked? I ran like somewhat of an experiment. I went straight to incognito and I opened two tabs. One was Grok AI and one was OpenAI or ChatGPT. I wanted to test if Elon was exaggerating or if I was literally 5 years away from unemployment. I gave both models the same prompt, talking about in 5 to 10 years, what jobs will still be around, what jobs are at risk, and what jobs are just gone, washed away. And over the two models, these are the kind of jobs that actually arose that were going to be safe. And at the start, obviously, I got the plumbings, the electricians of the world, the welders, because you're literally like moving atoms around. You can't have AI do that for you. Obviously, Elon said long term you will, but you can't for now, especially in the next 10 years. And the other occupation that reigned on top, and you guys can go search this up for yourselves, was sales. And I let out the fattest sigh of relief I think I've ever sighed in my entire life. And I was curious to like, why is this? Like, why can't sales be automated? I mean, it's just like a human talking to a human. I mean, AI is already talking to people, so like, why can't it be automated? And it had something to do with trust. Like, you can't automate trust. I mean, I thought about it logistically. Like, you're not gonna hand your credit card over to a robot after like a 50-minute call. Like, there's just no way you're gonna pay like 15 grand after talking to a robot. It's not possible. Because out of all the jobs, like the predictable ones were just literally zapped out of existence. Anything that requires patterns, recognition, like repetitive tasks are just done for. Like, don't even try and get a degree in those things. Like accounting, I wouldn't do it. Side note, it's hilarious that accounting degrees and like all that stuff costs so much money, considering that things just like swept away with the AI curve anyway. But I found that, yeah, like everything to do with sales, like judgment, leadership, actively trusting another human, it can't be automated. It's just not possible. And I'm sure there's a loophole where long term, in like 90 years, it'll be automated. There'll be something where you just can't tell a difference between AI and human. But for now, like that's not going anywhere. I like to call it like the thing that's coming up is going to be the judgment economy. Because the old economy paid for what you knew, whereas the new economy is going to pay for how you think, how you influence, and like how you actually make decisions. I think we're going in a direction where a lot of the types of human interactions need to be amplified. And definitely now more than ever, with the rise of AI, I think there's going to be markets for in-person connecting, right? So those Airbnbs where it's like no phones, you have to go out there with your boys. I think those have a high market like share nowadays. And I think the jobs that really do take like human trust and connection are going to boom. And people say like the waitresses of the world are going to be taken. I don't think those are the first that are going to go, right? Because people really value sitting down and having a nice conversation with the waitress or the waiter and having them get served by an actual human being. I think that's going to take a little bit. Obviously, it's going to be automated eventually, but I think that's going to be one of the ones that kind of stick around a little bit longer. So I mean, like if you think about it, like when Elon did say the jobs are cooked, like they probably are. Like all of them are cooked on a long enough time horizon. And especially if your job just has to do with like you following instructions, like I'm sorry, bro, but you're cooked. However, if you become valuable and you like learn a skill, like how to sell, you might have a shot. I'm not saying 100%, but you might have a shot to survive this AI wave. Because God forbid all the jobs are wiped out, but there's one job left. Like, who's going to sell it? If you have that skill of selling something, suddenly you're the most employable person of all time. Another thing that I was thinking about is school is literally losing its validity in real time. I mean, ChatGPT can do every single ounce of schoolwork that you throw at it. So every single degree is slowly becoming a lot more generalized, and it's just like anybody and their mom could prompt ChatGPT to do the work. We're going to be shifting to an alternative education society. I see it. I see my peers, the people that I talk to online. Everybody wants to invest in their skill set, and they're drawing away from the college experience and getting the degree. Bro, if you think I'm exaggerating, look what's happening. Millions of kids are paying multiple four figures to go learn a one specific skill, a high income skill, and 2 months after actually like purchasing that alternative education, they go out there and they start making like 10 grand a month. What is the point of a degree? I just think everyone's trying to win the old game nowadays. You know, everyone's trying to go for the degree, everyone's trying to go for the safe play. I just don't think that's the move. I think the question has to be not how do I compete with AI and like outrun it. It just has to be how do I leverage it. And I'm not even talking about like using it in your business, like right, that's valuable, but you can use it as leverage in terms of skills that become valuable when the AI revolution starts to really fast track itself in terms of sales, persuasion. And if you truly believe that you want to do something great, amazing, and better than everyone else when you're older, I highly suggest taking a look at where the world's going and not where it's been, right? Because all the people, the older generations, everyone like 35 and up, they truly believe that college is the best route. All of them do. I promise you, unless you are a very lucky human and you got like a great set of parents that just don't believe in the system, they're entrepreneurs, good for you, bro. But every single other person that I know, my parents, my friends' parents, every person that I've met, I've talked about this with them. The parents just believe in the college route. And that's just drilled into them. Like, I really don't blame them whatsoever. It's just drilled into them because that's how it's been since they were young. For them, it's a no-brainer. There's no reason to believe that college can't benefit you 10x, 20x, 30x what the actual investment is. But people are starting to realize nowadays that that's just not the case. And obviously, like, if you're trying to go for the college experience, then go do that, bro. Like, you're already out of the race. It doesn't really matter. But if you truly, like, have a deep desire deep down to actually be successful and you want to make an impact on the world, you want to leave your strike, then don't go to university. Don't go to college. There's no point. There's 0 point. Obviously, like, if you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer, go for it, bro. But I'm talking about the people that are out there wanting to create businesses, wanting to make a mark on, even if you just want, like, personally to get really, really good at something, just go get really, really good at something, and I guarantee you someone will pay you a lot of freaking money to go do that thing. But now more than ever, it's going to take being a lot more cautious with your choice of action, right? If you're just going to go into college for, I don't know, accounting. That's the one example that keeps coming up. To me, it's like no brainer. Like, that is the dumbest thing to do, right? You don't think an AI could just take a spreadsheets job? Really? Out of all the jobs, you don't think you could take that job? A little bit of a side tangent, but like, I went to a networking event when I was like, I dropped out of university, obviously, like this year. I went to like one lecture, but I wanted to go to like a networking event to see what was up. Went there. Everyone is the most cookie cutter dudes of all time. They ask me like these absolutely god awful, like gut wrenchingly boring questions. It's nothing is genuine in a networking event. I do not care about the person I'm talking to, and I can tell they don't care about me, and it's just like a weird like backrooms type of feeling. The worst part is waiting in line to talk to someone. Like, you really think that you're going to get a genuine connection with that person because you waited in line to have like a 30-second conversation with them and you got their LinkedIn? Like, really? It's almost like playing the popularity game in high school. You know, you're trying to get that 1,000+ LinkedIn notification. Like, it's so pointless. I actually genuinely think that college and university might be the biggest like cope of all time. But what do I know? You know, we won't really know until 5 or 6 years in the future when we're all just done, you know, working for the robots. So if you could take one thing away from this video, I would just say adapt. Don't complain about it, adapt. There's no reason having a victim mindset. Just literally go out there and learn something that you can leverage with AI or leverage against AI. As long as you have some type of leverage in this situation, this growing issue of AI taking over jobs, then you will be A-okay. Go learn a skill, preferably sales, but I'm biased, so.